Up next, a semi-pro MMA bout at 2 rounds, 4 minutes. We have Kay Erikssen, a welterweight debut fighter out of Valhall Gym in Norway, taking on Luke Barnatt, welterweight at a record of 5-1-0, fighting out of Tsunami Gym, Cambridge.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is a semi-professional middleweight bout. So please welcome your first fighter to the ring. He weighed in at 84.3 kilograms. He is making his semi-professional debut and representing Valhall Gym from Norway, Kay Erikssen. Ladies and gentlemen, now welcome his opponent to the ring. He weighed in at 84.4 kilograms. He has a semi-professional record of 5 wins and only 1 loss. Representing the Tsunami Gym from Cambridgeshire, Luke Barnatt.
This is a fight that I have a deeply invested interest in. I have a teammate in Luke Barnatt taking on Kay Erikssen, part 2 of the Norwegian invasion here at UWC.
Yeah, that's that Valhall camp are really turning out some very well-rounded and complete fighters. Luke Barnatt has by far, a lot more experience than his opponent here tonight. But, we can be certain that Kay Erikssen is going to be no slouch in any area of the game.
Now, we know from our scouting and our YouTube and everything else that Kay Erikssen is more of a grappler, as we can see immediately putting
nice
Luke Barnatt
with
his back on the ground.
Almost a suicide throw there, taking the leg and turning on the way down. I thought for a moment he was going to lose the position, but he's done a good job of ending up on top in open guard here, standing to pass.
Now, what Luke utilizes very well is the length of those limbs. He's a lot taller than Kay Erikssen, and he's going to have to make sure that he institutes that tonight to help him get the win. Yeah,
he can certainly up-kick effectively. The hard part for him is going to be if Kay Erikssen can cut off the angle and can get a foot or a shin past one of those, he can turn the angle on him, and it's going to make it hard for Luke to recover guard. But he's done a good job there of pulling the Norwegian into full guard.
Now, with those long limbs, he's going to be looking to slowly, methodically work his way up the back. He does use rubber guard very well. Here, he's pushing off on the face.
Nice head deflection to try and break the grip around the hips.
And not only that, he wants to get him off-centered from his base. He wants to shift the hips out, looking for possible maybe omoplata, rubber guard, triangle, and all of these things are set up by climbing the legs up high and getting off-centered.
Yeah, it's nice to see Luke Barnatt with that foot on the hip, not always opting to have his ankles closed. Clearly he's got his guard open, so he is looking to be offensive off his back. Knee shield here, and Kay Erikssen rightly stands up.
Now, very, very dangerous times there.
A lazy turn of the back from Luke, and Kay Erikssen tried to jump on him, but we find ourselves in guard again. Dynamic changes slightly here, though, with Luke's back up against the fence, but what those guys at Tsunami, and of course you yourself are so good at, Pierre, is working the cage, using it to stand back up, and that's exactly what Luke Barnatt's done here.
Now, Kay Erikssen has shown his card. He wants it down on the ground, so we know that we need to adjust. I say we because he's my teammate, but Luke Barnatt needs to adjust his game, meaning heavy sprawls, not staying flat-footed, because it's nice Uchimata right there.
Lovely
beautiful judo
from the Wizard.
Now, that was a very smart move there by the Norwegian fighter. Yes, keeping the hand on the floor, because as long as there's 3 points on the ground, you cannot punch to the head.
Really nice big overhand right to get in, set up the takedown.
That clears the way, because as soon as that overhand goes, now look for a pickup slam. Oh, good tee off there by the Valhalla fighter. Now look at this here. Luke is off center.
Really nice position here to start working the omoplata. Immediate roll by Kay Erikssen.
Triangle possible there.
Back step to a triangle attempt.
However,
saying that Kay Erikssen here though.
Now look at this. I tell you what, Luke is really impressing me. With every exchange, he's always coming out in a very good position, whether it be a defense or offensive position.
Lovely groundwork. The classic defense to an omoplata is to roll. Luke anticipated that, immediately back step for the triangle. Not successful with that, but did manage to scramble, sprawl, and start to take the back here. Definitely starting to get the upper hand here in the first round.
Now the Tsunami fighter is looking to possibly, now he needs to get his other hook in. I'd like to see him get the other hook in, because without both hooks in, you don't have total control. Now he's riding the back, body shots, because you're not allowed to punch to the face on the ground.
Really good job of trying to get under the throat of the Norwegian, working the body to force the Norwegian to lift up.
Yeah, big knee there, that was solid.
That knee strike was very impressive.
Now he's doing good. Hand control there, not allowing him to post out, keeping his base broke down. And I'll tell you what's surprising is that Kay Erikssen came in as the jiu-jitsu expert. However, saying that, Luke Barnatt has done more than hold his own here in the first round.
Rear naked choke sunk. Is Kay Erikssen going to make it out of the first round? Oh, saved by the bell is the Norwegian.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was holding my breath throughout the whole first round there.
What I really liked from that back control from Luke was that he was working the body very actively, and any time there was any space from the Norwegian, he would dive straight back on the neck and give him something to think about up top. Really nice mix of attack from Luke Barnatt.
Kay Erikssen is sitting there thinking, I'm the guy that's supposed to control the ground. However, Luke Barnatt has given him a rude awakening, because guess what, boys and girls? He also has a ground game. What does that do to your mental thought process when you think that you're the better of the two in a certain position? However, the other guy is showing, hey, I can hang with you all night long.
It can really play havoc with your mindset, Pierre, to go in thinking you've got an advantage in a certain area and to just not quite have the game plan start going. You've got to start changing things up, thinking on your feet. You know, how's the Norwegian going to deal with this? It is his debut. There is a lot more experience facing him across the cage. It's going to be an exciting second round here at UWC.
And I'll tell you what, so far we haven't been able to see Luke Barnatt's striking at range, because everything is played out so far on the floor. Now, I got to tell you, I think that Luke Barnatt has to feel confident coming into the second round. You know, everybody predicted that he'd be dominated on the ground. It just didn't play out that way in the first. Big shots, uppercut there by Luke Barnatt. Head high kick, spinning around. Luke Barnatt with a little fancy footwork.
Starting to dance a bit now. Something tells me, Pierre, that he's really mentally, he's in the zone for this one, and he feels he's got the upper hand in the whole fight, not just the groundwork.
Kay Erikssen really, now that shot was from way too far.
From far too out on the outside.
Luke Barnatt saw that coming a mile away, was able to sprawl, and look, now he's in the top position. And he's able to use his weight, use his base to wear and tear or grind down on one Norwegian, Kay Erikssen.
Yeah, it was a good sprawl from Luke Barnatt. As we said, the shot coming from very far on the outside, not set up with anything on the way in. You know, good job to end up in side control, but he's the Norwegian's managed to work himself back to a half guard here, looking to turn him over, possibly for an electric chair, looking for a leg lock now.
Now the electric chair made famous by one Eddie Bravo.
Indeed. Did a good job of trying to reap the knee, and
Superman punch takes his back. Is he going to go for a suplex? Yes! Oh! And ladies and gentlemen, high five from the commentators, and that's what MMA is, a sexy, sexy sport. And Luke Barnatt is thrilling the crowd here tonight.
He's mixing the entire gambit of skills up brilliantly here, but he's got to be careful. He has been reversed.
Okay, now that could have been a little bit tighter there by Luke Barnatt, and because he didn't keep it as tight as possible, now Kay Erikssen is in the guard, and you know what? We're both still smiling from the attempted suplex. That was a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen.
Now what is going to save Luke Barnatt here to a certain extent is there's no headshots on the go. Oh, looking for a triangle though off his back. Very nice setup, push the hand
However,
through.
there looks to be some space there. Kay Erikssen is...
Yeah, he could really look to attack that arm though. He had the angle, it would have been a good option. But
he just needed to swivel out on the hips. Possible.
Armbar, possibly. Doing a good job of having a very active guard. Of course, in semi-pro, he can't take strikes to the head from here, which really allows you to be offensive with your guard.
Again. Now, if he rolls, Luke's got to be thinking the same move.
Same sweep we saw in the first round, but stepping over nicely is Kay Erikssen.
Kay Erikssen turns the tables with his own move.
Oh, can Luke recover guard?
Pushing the leg out, going back for...
recovers well.
Now he's got one in, one out. And again, with those long legs, it just seems to be able that he's able to get it over that shoulder and really control that.
It's very hard to find guys to train with who have legs that long in your normal gym.
Be careful that he doesn't give up the back. Yeah, now that was a very lazy get up from Luke Barnatt.
It was, but he doesn't need to push the action particularly now. He's far ahead, time's ticking down. Really, we can see the Norwegians starting to gas to a certain extent here. I'd look for Luke to really just open it up on the feet from here and finish the fight strong.
Now, Luke has recently spent some time, another lazy shot from the Norwegian. No setup. He didn't really change his base as far as he did a lunge for that leg. And that's going to get sprawled by Luke Barnatt each and every time.
Nice back step to break that grip on the leg. Good wrist control here. Just look for him to work the body much the same as he did in the first.
Looking to set those hooks, get that back control. He's got the brakes. He's got the brakes put on in that he's got that wrist control. And the corner is yelling for him to punch. He needs to be scoring points. Let's be active. Good. Listening to the corner. That's the sign of a veteran here in the second. Now he's flipping him over. And again, that looks possibly deep. But as soon as he threw it in,
yeah, it could be. Just looking to get a squeeze on here. Switching for the short choke. Gable gripping it.
And Kay Erikssen looks like he does not want to be there. However, now Luke is stretching him out.
It's doing a good job of gritting his teeth, defending, stripping the top hand off to try and loosen the pressure.
Now look at that, a grimace of pain from Kay. Now he can tap him out with a choke or just pain from, you know, putting the ridge of the arm against the esophagus. That's a painful
either that or
move.
you can crush the jaw with a really good squeeze as well, not as effective. But end of the round here, I think we're going to see a very comprehensive unanimous decision win for Luke Barnatt. Really was showing a very impressive performance and the full range of mixed martial arts skills standing and on the ground.
And I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this is a new and improved Luke Barnatt. Luke didn't look this good 6 months ago. He's totally evolved. He's doing the right things to make the big things happen where it's important, and that's here in the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds of action, the judges have made a unanimous decision in favour of your winner, Luke Barnatt. And ladies and gentlemen,